fox! Look at this little fox! It's just sat here.
Sup?
I did not expect that noise to come out. That was that was literally the equivalent of Finnick from Zootopia. Mwah. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! That scared the living crap out of me. Conrad!
Hey, it's Conrad!
Ah! I'm in the closet. Oh! Oh! Look at it! Oh! Oh dear! There's
No!
We got a pizza here, guys. What could we possibly do at MFF with this pizza? Wait, is it a thong? I can't see it from the back.
No, you're good.
Wait a minute.
It is a thong, dude.
I've got my thong, my cow fisters, and my leggings. That's great.
I mean, at least
If you put a french fry and some ice cream, you will have a...
Hello there.
Oh my god, is it actually? What are you doing? Is it actually him?
No, sorry, I'm just a fan.
I don't believe that. No. Yeah, I was gonna say.
This is what I do. Like when people recognize me, I'll just go, nah, I'm just a fan.
Yo, it's Corey!
Run away!
I just wanted to say hi, that's all. Come here.
I'm hiding.
How you doing, Corey?
It's just, I'm just a fan. I'm not the real Corey.
Sure you are. Then what do you have this exact model?
He left his cloning on while he was in the lobby.
Sure he did, Corey. Sure he did.
I'm not.
Why'd you run away when I saw you, Corey? You're fine.
I'll tell you the story. Don't worry.
Story time.
Oh, yay, story time. Okay, so it's been a little while, but it's actually kind of like a ghost story at the same time. There's one night when I was actually, sleeping. I think it was like late in the night, probably like around 3 or 4. I don't remember, but I was sleeping. While I was, sleeping on the sideways like this, I heard someone tap my ear like 3 times, a little hard on my ear, and I told my brother who was sleeping right beside me, and I told him, hey, did you hit my ear? And he said no. And the next then morning arrived. I told my brother, my sister, and my mother, and they all said no. And honestly, to this day, I still question that who actually, touched my ear. And I just realized, what if it was a ghost? I thought it was kind of like a warning of me, since I've been a little bit stressing and all that stuff. But to this day, I asked my dad about that, and he also still says that's kind of that's weird too. Like, if my family didn't touch my ear or anything, then who did? And it's not the only time, because we also been experiencing like that. My younger brother told me that he saw a ghost passing by our kitchen when my older brother were jamming, just playing instruments, or just doing music. Then my brother, he told me that he saw a woman without no eyes. Her eyes was completely black and a wide mouth. And
What?
And he told me that he does not want to sleep on the top of the bunk bed because of that. Not the only time. Even my mother told me that she saw some type of a young kid sitting on some type of chair in her room, and she thought it was one of us, but we were actually not in her room. And also, when he was still alive, my dog was barking at something, but not at me, behind me, like something behind me right here. And then usually when my brother saw the ghost, my dog Skippy was barking where the ghost used to pass, went through. And to be honest, something must have happened right there. Probably something happened right there a long time ago. And then my brother used to tell me that there used to be a blood stain when we moved here, a while ago. And he remember seeing it. And on the second thought, it probably might be something, juice or something like that. But no, he said it was he said it was kind of like a blood stain on a wall.
I'm not sure how I feel about moving into a house with a blood stain.
Yeah, honestly.
Rating chat, what are you talking about?
I'm streaming on YouTube, that's why.
Ah, shit.
Very festive.
Very this is my Christmas outfit. This is what I wear to my grandparents.
I thought the red dress.
Nothing else, huh?
About that.
They're very particular. They're very particular.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Imagine the elevator being this packed in real life at your reference.
Yeah, it does get like that, and it breaks all the time.
Unless they talk. If they talk and it sounds like that.
What's up?
Who that is? Who is Corey?
Is that you? It is. There you go.
No, it's just a fan. I'm just a fan.
Oh, yeah.
It's a fan account.
I was about to say.
No. I recognize that voice.
Dog, I like to say that. I know what you're talking about.
I might have, I swear I recognize that voice.
No,
It's why do you got tits?
I don't have tits.
I bought one of his varsity jackets like almost 2 years ago.
Oh, you're a varsity jacket owner. I mean, what's that?
I know that voice. I know that's you.
That's... What's happened to my hand? Why are my hands enormous?
Oh.
Oh, okay.
No, here, you want something else? I'll give you something else.
Okay, how do I commit suicide?
You can never escape.
I can't commit suicide!
So this starts around, I want to say 2007, when I was around 3 years old.
Oh, yeah?
Me, my dad, and my stepbrother were all at my grandparents' house at the time on his side of the family. Since we just decided, oh, let's just pay a visit, spend the night there, and just hang out. What could go wrong? When something did go wrong, and during the night, I don't know what woke my dad up, but he got up and went to go check on everybody. He went to go check on parents, obviously, first. They were okay. Then he went to go check on me and my brother. And at the time, there was 3 of us because my stepsister was there also. And he found 2 out of 3 kids there. And the one missing was yours truly, me. And my dad went batshit insane, flipping tables, chairs, looking all over the place for me. The more disturbing bit comes in. He hears crying coming from the basement in the middle of the night, and it's completely dark.
Oh, man.
Why were you in the...
I actually have a history of sleepwalking, so that made it even more disturbing. My dad, he hears crying coming from the basement, so he goes down there to check, and he finds me sitting in the middle of the basement, just sitting there, like doing nothing, just staring at the wall. So, of course, he's gonna wake me up and put me back upstairs to head back to sleep. Years later, I want to say when I was around 14, 15, he told me about this, and I have...
Like a horror film, almost.
Yeah,
Very fitting for the season.
Like, I have multiple sleepwalking stories.
I've never sleepwalked myself.
At times where I do sleepwalk, everyone tells me the following morning, it's like, you know you sleptwalk, right? I'm just like, seriously?
I do have a question. When you sleepwalk, does it, like when you wake up, do you still feel rested, or does that actually affect how rested you feel?
Yeah, I actually feel completely rested. Like, there's times where I would remember going to sleep in my normal bedroom, and the next morning I would wake up in my stepsister's bedroom, and just me and my sister look at each other, all confused, like, what the hell are you doing in my room? And I'm just like, I don't know, what the hell am I doing in your room?
Yeah. Wakes up with weird taste in his mouth.
No!
Oh, no! What the fuck?
Damn. Corey!
Hello!
Oh my god, I was kind of freaking out. I'm like, holy shit, that's Corey Coyote.
It's just a fan account.
Oh my god, my heart just raced for a moment.
Okay, I better... Well, let's get to it. Bend over.
Wait, what?
Someone get the camera! Someone get the camera!
That's how these things normally go. Mwah. Mwah.
Oh my god! Oh my god, thank you so much! Oh god!
It's so cute.
Can I, give a hug? Can I just can I get a hug at the same time?
Of course, there you go. Mwah. Oh, this story is like the worst day of my life. Shut up there!
No.
that was actually really funny as well. So this story was when I was around 16 years old, and my cousin had decided to book a fishing trip for everybody on a boat. So we were all looking fairly excited for it. There was about 8 of us, and the day rolls around, and you'd want a nice, clear day. Calm waters, sun shining. That's the kind of thing you want. No. Day rolls around, and it's pouring with rain. There's gusts of wind, and it's foggy, and it's awful. It is literally the worst day you could possibly imagine for this kind of thing. So, we head down to the harbour at Hartlepool, and while we're driving down there, it gets considerably worse. Even heavier rain, even thicker fog, and the sea, when you get there, is as rough as you can possibly think of. Why didn't we just say, let's just call it a day and not do this? Well, it's because we'd already paid for it. Yeah, we were kind of stuck with that. Yeah, and we're stupid as well. So, all 8 of us in our warm clothes, just like single file on our way onto the boat, and we start making our way outside of the harbour, slowly but surely making our way, and the sea just starts getting a little bit rougher and rougher and rougher, until one point, about 10 minutes after we'd set sail, we are out in the middle of the ocean, and it is so foggy we can't even see the shore. So we are on this rough sea, can't see anything, and we've got to fish for 5 hours before we can come back in. Now, the way that the harbour works is that you have to wait until a certain time for the sea level to rise, so you can get over a sandbank in a boat. Otherwise, you're just going to run aground. We cast it over, and we just sit and wait while the boat is rocking away. And about 5 minutes after that, it's just, nah, this is boring. This is really bad. We did take some kind of seasickness tablets, but it wasn't a seasickness tablet. All it does was it made you feel sick still, but it just shut your stomach off, so it hurt to throw up. We're about half an hour in, and I'm starting to feel queasy. I kid you not, I was as white as a sheet. I had high visibility skin. And sure enough, I reach over the side and I start heaving. Like, everything that I'd eaten for breakfast just heaved. And as I'm doing that, an orange stream of vomit comes right over my shoulder as one of my mates is also throwing up.
Charming.
So, as you can imagine, people were not in a good way. The only person that was not sick for the entire day was my father, who had secretly kept an actual seasickness tablet, and he knew where to sit in the boat because he was once a trawlerman back in like the 70s or the 60s. So he had been through some serious seamanship. That is really the wrong word I used there. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, just a
tad.
like
And a
like
room
son.
filled with furries. Most are gay without a question. Still seamen, yeah.
Yeah. The skipper basically says, like, he takes one look at it and he's like, nah, you're not in a good way, mate. Says, go below deck and just get your head down and try and sleep through the rest of it. Bearing in mind, we've still got another 4.5 hours of this. Just foggy, rain, rough sea. So, also, one other thing I should mention. If you've never had seasickness before, seasickness is literally the worst illness you can ever have, okay? Because when you've got, like, say, food poisoning or something like that, if you throw up, immediately after you've thrown up, you actually start to feel a little bit better. Seasickness isn't like that. Once you throw up, you still feel like total garbage, and you still feel like death. And the scary thing about seasickness, you feel so ill, you are frightened that you are not going to die. That's how bad it is.
The best way to explain it is, you know when you spin around and you get very, very sick? Just think about it never ending.
I get my head down in the cabin and start to, you know, drift off to sleep, and then I peek my eye open and I start waking up. I'm back outside. I'm on the floor of the deck with everyone circled around us looking down at us, and I am drenched through. How did I get here? And apparently what had happened is that due to my seasickness, I'd unconsciously gotten up, walked out, thrown up over the side, and then just collapsed. Like, I was in such a bad state. And sure enough, I was laughed at a little bit. They put me back in the cabin, and then I wake up and we're at the shore. It was 4.5 hours later. No seasickness. It was like I had imagined it almost. And that's the crazy thing about seasickness. As soon as you step on land, you feel instantly fine. And that is the story of one of the worst days of my life.
I mean, it would have been pretty bad with just the fishing.
Why has he got the rape face on?
He's stuck in the wall.
I think he crashed. I think he crashed.